first and foremost, I would like to thank all of you for listening. I think I'm the youngest, like among all of you. But talking about Mali's political situation, as you can notice, actually, let me put on video. It's impossible. Okay. So when you analyze the situation currently in Mali, we notice that I would like just to remind you a little bit about the great movement which has been starting since the 5th June 2019 in Mali here, which we call it the movement of M5 boost up these movements. So without these movements, without the media, this movement wasn't going anywhere. So this was the first one, the power of the media in Mali here. And the second one, I'm gonna just little bit share. This problem is like Africa. So when you take this statement with written by Claude Bivois, Claude Bivois is a director general of the writing press in a communication. You wrote some statement would say that stipulate the African media are still looking for structures which must fit in with a typically African line. Otherwise, only the privileged fields of today will find their account in the current structures. What I would like to tell is this reflection is still relevant and the relative liberalization of the writing press, which has not yet made it possible to find a widely accepted solution. Now, the functions of the press are multiple, but in Africa today, I'm going to talk about general. This is the political function that give the news more weight as a means of information or means of expressing an opinion. The search for a balance between information and opinion is one of the main difficulties of the current African press to often share between government propaganda, systemic and opposition. That's particular when it comes talk about Mali actually, we see those journalist people and those people even who are always on the social media, they are so influenced, they have so many like followers, and those people they are always manipulating by political leaders, they are always manipulating by leaders, by political leaders, and they will try to corrupt them so that they can not they don't care about the deontology or the ethic of the journalist, but they will use to support instead of giving or sharing the true information. They will try to give the information which will support this or that politician people. Now the frequent disputes between journalists and government, formerly we used to learn from the English speaking areas, recent areas, because previously the press was only government there. Clearly show that the press can be a counterpower, especially because of these information factions. If there is a significant and foreign text opening of the writing press in the French-speaking areas or subject which for a long time were not discussed. Instead of French languages, countries like Mali, for instance, press is much more a press expressing opinion, especially the new periodical press. Now the opposition press also is most often a press that favor the expansion of an opinion first because this freedom of expression outside certain English speaking countries, and then because of access to information is more difficult and more expensive for them. So finally now there is something, the fact that is writing by activists, as I used to say previously. Now there are those people have been getting a lot of followers. So this is case in particular in Senegal. We assisted also this one in Ivory Coast, in Gabon, and even more particularly rally now by journalists in Guinea. So now, but the conversely, the new press, by tackling subjects on which the government news were silenced, led them to modify now the counts. They tackle new subjects. This information pluralism puts in to an integrating function of information, which eliminated all bad news. By reaction, the news press appeared. When I say appeared at the first, as a press denouncing everything that was wrong, and such as reinforcing the impression of crisis, crisis which will precede it appears, and which had given even rise to its birth in several countries. So what I would like to tell about this one, to recapitulate it because of the time,
Mm.
Mali actually, the media has a lot of power, and this power, but they don't know how to use it. They are using it anyhow. That's why currently we need some training, because we are always going through fake news.